Hello everybody, welcome back to some Fallout 4. You may notice we are in Sanctuary right now, but we're standing in front of a new building. I didn't feel like doing a building episode, but I did feel like building. So I built myself a house. I built it next to the clinic because it was a nice free pad. Built it mostly out of barn because I like the height of the walls. They're a little bit taller than regular wooden walls. But as you can see, coming here, got a little storage area, dining room, kitchen, living room, TV that doesn't work, some decorations, go upstairs, got a bedroom, got some trophies, some miscellaneous collectibles. That teddy bear was standing up at some point. And then I, once again, got a little storage around here. Then I got this empty room that I do have plans for, but that'll come later. Much later. And then if we go upstairs, we have a nice little outdoor relaxation and dining area. Got some benches so you can look out over this house, this broken bridge, and trashed river, and destroyed forest. But I mean, none of the other views are necessarily better. And then once again, nice little dining area. Got a grill up here. As you can see, I got a roof. Not that it seems to be stopping the rain. But I got a nice roof with some panels to get some light in here and everything. So anyway, with that, I did decide to go to the public library before getting Curie. Just so that I don't forget. I probably should have double checked before I went to is this the library? No, that's Copley Station. All right. I actually have no idea. And Back Bay. I have no idea. But yeah, it's weird that it puts us there. I mean, this building must be the library. It didn't put us in front of the door for some reason. But yeah, we don't have anybody with us. I was going to grab a robot or somebody to come with us while we cleared this, but eh. Oh yeah, okay, well if the door's locked, then we clearly haven't been here.
Got it.
Attention! Security breach near subway entrance. Visitors and employees are advised to seek cover and remain calm.
Okay, I don't know why there's a fuck ton of protectrons in here and turrets. See, I feel like that should have counted because it was clearly still coming this way.
Deadly force is.
I'm assuming that there's still more turrets then.
Security breach near subway entrance. Visitors and employees
At least one of those dots is still moving.
and remain calm.
What's that?
Oh, whoa, what the hell? Where the fuck did you guys come from? Maybe there. Although it keeps saying that from the subway entrance, and I can't imagine that that was me, because I don't think this is the subway entrance. Oh, you know what? I do actually want some rad scorpion meat because there's a. I was trying to put up more decorations in my house. I was going to put up more of the mounted animal things, but apparently I haven't been picking up meat from many of these. So there was a bunch of them, like the like the rad scorpion, where like I had the stinger that I needed to build the thing, but I didn't have the meat to build it. let's see here. There is a couple of things in here. I do believe that you would think that since that magazine, like those magazines and that are a big collectible in this, you would think that there would be a lot of those in here, but surprisingly enough, only one. Although I do believe that there is a bunch of overdue books in here. Whether or not we'll find them all, I don't know. I don't remember how many there were. I just know there's one magazine and a... oh, is that? No. One magazine and one bobblehead in here. Don't really remember this location very well. I don't think that it's one that I normally bother with. Or I normally get to, I guess. Because a lot of the time, like I say, I don't bother with it. It's just I don't end up here on like one of my normal, and I can't. I mean, even calling it a normal playthrough is pushing it, considering that I very rarely finish the game. I wonder if the alert's over. I haven't heard her announce it lately, which either means that
Sweet.
the super mutants or the library storage room key or the protectrons won. Given a. It's getting more and more difficult, but we were able to get a hold of a few more books today. While I was scanning them in, I overheard Dalen telling Shelby that we should just compress the archives now and get out of here. I thought about smacking him upside his fucking head, but I don't blame him for wanting to cut and run. It's been tough and we've lost so many, but it's all worth it, right? I mean, if we don't protect the knowledge stored on these machines, who will? Okay, a few weeks later, I told them they could leave whenever they wanted to. I'm not going to force them to stay. If they don't believe in what we're doing here, then it's better if they just get out of our way. If we don't collect everything, then what's the point? A few more weeks later, we've lost a few more, including Shelby. She will be missed, but I know she wouldn't have had it any other way. What we're doing here is important. There are still a lot of books left. This knowledge will help all future generations. It's up to us to keep pressing on. I can't keep the bots repaired anymore. The mutants are hitting us at least once a day. Unless we get help, it's only a matter of time before they wipe us out completely. This may be the last log I write. If it is, all I ask is that the person reading this does the right thing. Help us protect the information stored on the computers in the data room. The key to the storage room is behind this terminal. There are some supplies you may find useful there. Please only use them if you're going to further our cause. Let's see, how many turrets were connected to this too? Okay, they're gone. And how many protectrons? Nope. Got them all too. Alright. Although that sounds like a turret. So yeah, they stayed here to... oh, look at... here's the guy who wrote them after all. So they stayed here to try and get all of the books in that. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. On the, I'm guessing stored on the in the mainframe or in the data room, whatever computers are in there. Which is valiant. I mean, they're not wrong that, you know, saving the books could. Oh yeah, there's the intelligence bobblehead already. Saving the books could definitely help future generations, anybody left alive. The fact that they said the mutants were attacking them, though, because I mean, presumably if they were doing this, then it would have been just after the bombs fell, or like, yeah, like just after the bombs fell, in theory, right? So the fact that they're already talking about super mutants, because the super mutants were, I think in the first Fallout game, they were an experiment in one of the vaults. Oh, who's this guy? Hey, here's Dalen. And there was like some big... it was like the whole plot of Fallout 1 or 2. That somebody was trying to turn all of the... like, there were all of the population into super mutants or something, I do believe. But, oh, you know what? We may have to go through the station. By the looks of it. Because that door is chained and I don't see any other way around. So yeah, it looks like we do have to go through the station. Oh, no, here we go. We got another door here. Well, that went well for me. Oh. Goodbye. Anybody else? I still see one moving dot. 2 moving dots. 3 moving dots. But yeah, and then in 3, I think it's like a different vault. 3 or New Vegas or both of them. There was like something went wrong in one of the other vaults or something. Because the super mutants are made with something called like a forced evolution virus, I do believe. And I think the ones in the Commonwealth, I think we find out at some point that the Institute made them. Or something. They have no control over them, mind you. But I think you find out in this one that the ones here, because of like the way that they introduce the super mutants, like the ghouls they can have anywhere because all the ghouls are just humans extreme plus extreme radiation, right? Like, and that's everywhere. Like they have no reason to justify ghouls being anywhere in this universe. Whereas the super mutants were specifically created by a specific virus, right? That was created. So, I mean, in the games where they're in different locations, like different areas and that, you know, they need to justify why the super mutants exist in that region. Because, I mean, you can only say, like, oh, they came from that one, you know, assuming that it's close enough. Like, there isn't really... I mean, I guess they could say that, you know, oh, there was, like, some group of super mutants that did, like, a mass migration or something, right? But then, you know, when you never run out of super mutants. Now, granted, that's an issue with everything, right? Like, it doesn't matter how many people you kill, it doesn't matter how many super mutants you kill, how many ghouls you kill, there's always more because it's a video game. Whereas in real life, apocalypses such as this would be significantly more boring, I feel, for the survivors. Because if they're even, like, somewhat capable, somebody's going to come out on top, like, immediately. Well, maybe not immediately, but fairly quickly, you know? Like, it's not going to be a, oh, is that another overdue book? Wow, that's 4 already. Well, granted, 3 of them were, like, right next to each other, but still.
That sound, what is it? I'll wear your guts or...
No, you won't. Now, zip it.
Security breach neutralized.
Oh, there we go.
Visitors may now come and go as they please. All employees, please return to work.
So clearly that's because I killed all the super mutants. I'm curious if, like, you came in here, snuck around all of the Protectrons, killed all the super mutants, if the oh, look at that, book 5, out of something. Yeah, I'll take that. Why not? If the Protectrons would, like, stand down, or if they would still come at you. Yeah, okay, it must have been that. Oh god, I had, earlier today, like, not very long before I started recording, I found some stupid people on Reddit. Because there's somebody on one of the subreddits that I go on, and they're asking about cozy fantasy, because all the ones they found were all LGB, and they were wondering if cozy fantasy was like a specifically LGB, you know, LGBTQ, whatever other letters and symbols they feel like attaching on that given day. If that was like specifically like for that, like, or that genre, if they were all like that. And I had no idea what the fuck cozy fantasy was. It's slice of life. Somebody out there decided slice of life wasn't good enough, and they needed to make a different name for it. And there's somebody out there, dumbest argument I saw, because when I said it sounded like slice of life, and they're like, well, it is slice of life, but in a fantasy world. It's like, alright, then it's just slice of life. And he's like, oh, so yeah, places like Narnia is indistinguishable from New York City then, eh? It's like, are you fucking stupid? Like, slice of life is a genre. Fantasy is a genre. Action is a genre. Just because you have one genre does not negate any other ones. So like my example I gave to him was like Die Hard is considered an action movie. Lord of the Rings is also listed under action movies. Die Hard is very different from Lord of the Rings. In fact, Die Hard is in... Actually, no, I guess Die Hard's in LA, not New York. Or is it? Yeah, it's in LA, not New York. But still, the point stands. Whereas Lord of the Rings, you know, it's a fantasy world. You know, just because they're one does not negate the other. So yeah, I don't know who the hell decided that slice of life wasn't good enough for to call their fantasy book, but they're a fucking asshole. Like it's just one of those things where and I had issues with other things people do like that, where they take something and it's like, and then like they say something like sometimes it's just a word, sometimes it's a phrase, and it's like, what does that mean? And then they say what it means, and it's like, well, we already had a word for that. We already had a phrase for that. Like, why are you making up new things for stuff that already exists? Like, stop it. Unless it's actually a new thing, it doesn't need a new word. Where the hell is the computer that was in here? But yeah, I just thought it was like one of the stupidest arguments ever. And I don't understand some of these people. It's slice of life, but fantasy. Okay. Like, do you know how many slice of life fantasy-based slice of life stuff I've read and watched? Like, excuse me. Could it be masks? Yes. No. Well, it can't be Haven then. Could it be Horde? Nope. Through. Yeah.
That's it.
There we go. Just Turret and Protectron. And we already know that those are all dead. Because if the Super Mutants didn't get them, I sure did. Oh, another overdue book. That's 6, I think. We still haven't found our magazine either. Fuck, I don't even remember which magazine it was. I might have to take a peek here in a second. Closer look at the shelves, because that's the most likely. Also, it seems like the archives that they were working on seemed to be destroyed, because, I mean, we went into that room, we couldn't access the computers that were in there. I mean, it wouldn't be in a filing cabinet. I mean, an overdue book might be in a filing cabinet or a container, but the magazine mode, I'm pretty sure every single one of those are out in the open. That way, you know, when you pick it up, they can, like, do that thing where they put it right in your face. Alright, let's see. Oh! See, I knew there was something that you needed the book return tokens for. There it is. Spend tokens. Yeah, see, there's the surgical journal. We need 50. 50 tokens. Okay, well, let's pop outside. Oh, and it also says there are 9 overdue books, but... Oh, hang on. South east would be over here. Yeah. I mean, I may as well grab them, right? Especially since I need them now. Because there's 1, there's 2, and there's... Oh, nope. I don't think I got it. Oh, I did get it, too. I wasn't sure. I saw it pop up, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so 3 are in there. 3 are in the computer room. We got that. 1 is in the reading room. Yeah, and then those are just 1. Alright, well, let's take a quick jump to Red Rocket, where I think is where I put them all, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have all the books here. And, like, I know I have some books here. I just don't know if I have all the books here. I have 13. And I should also have book return. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, never mind. I'm not going to worry about it then. I have more than enough book return. Maybe you get more than 1 token when you return a book. I don't like that it puts me here, though. It'd be so much nicer if it just put me at the door. Oh, there's also a dead mutant out here. What happened to you? Alright. Okay, let's return my overdue books. Oh, you get 5 tokens per book. Okay. Wow, that's actually kind of a bitch, because if there's 9 overdue books in, and like if you take the 3 from the shelter, and then you get all of 6 of the other ones that are in here, and I think we missed 1 that's in here, you'll be 1 book short of getting the journal. Yeah, there you go. 2% more limb damage. Toothpaste, bubblegum, yeah, and then nothing else is worth it. But I got a fuck ton of tokens left over and a new journal, which is nice. Alright. Let's see, that probably didn't take very long. Nope, 20 minutes. I don't know, should I just check out a couple of these other buildings that don't have, like... Yeah, let's head north. There's a church up here, apparently, that doesn't have anything of import in it. Oh my god. Let me look. There we are. Should be, I think, just a little further north, but I feel like I should be close enough. Holy Mission Congregation. It's just barely south of the... Huh. Yeah, I should definitely be seeing it on... Maybe it's this building? Yeah, it is, the Holy Mission Congregation. It's not, it's an unmarked location, apparently. There must be something in it, then. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be on my little map here. Alright, well, let's see. We got some people who waited out the end of the world. In their church, which, I mean, to be fair, you know the bombs are about to drop. Not like there's a better place you could be. Okay. I was going to say, I think I just saw something move. He was... What the hell's wrong with that ghoul? He was like moving in slow motion or something.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
Crystal liquor decanter. Pre-war money, okay, that's fine. They have a collection plate and everything that could be simulating that, but what is the pistol supposed to be? I mean, I feel like you... Alright, well, whatever. So apparently, if you get to the roof, you can see through it? Or there's like a hole in it? But when we're inside, there's no hole, which is interesting. Alright, well, that was pointless. Oh, what do we got? Ooh, a legendary feral mongrel. Ow. Anyone else? No? What'd the legendary one have? Where'd the legendary one go? Oh, wait. Stalker combat shotgun. If you're not yet in combat, increase VATS. Also, why did I feel like... Was that just me hearing things? I thought I heard somebody say something. Like, I thought I heard a female voice while I was fighting those dogs. But I guess not. Am I getting close to where this is? Oh, I need to go... Is it next to Hubris Yeah, it's next to Hubris Comics. Let's just travel here then. Ah, must be this building right here then. The Boylston Club. There's nothing of any import really here either.
Second floor.
There is some unique items, but not specifically important. It doesn't look like there's any enemies either. There you go. Poisoned wine. I do believe this is the only location in the game you can find poisoned wine. As you can imagine, it doesn't really have much of a use in this game. I'm not sure, because I don't think this has the reverse pickpocketing thing, same as Skyrim, where if, like, you... Although it does, because you could put, like, grenades in people's pockets, right? Like, that's a thing. Like, that's, like, a joke thing that they do in this game all the time, or that they do in this game. Now, whether or not all these people knew that they were drinking poison, I don't know. The fact that there's a lot of poisoned wine glasses or wine bottles leads me to believe that this wasn't like a suicide pact. We'll get into the computer first just to see if I can open that without having to pick the lock. No, it can't be enemy then. What about nope. Honor. Could be honor. Yep. Membership policy. The honor of membership in the Boylston Club shall be extended to current and former presidents, vice presidents, senators, and justices of the United States, current and former governors and lieutenant governors of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I can never say it right. It always sounds wrong no matter how I pronounce it. The legitimate male heirs of members, other distinguished gentlemen of social or intellectual worth as nominated by the membership and willing to remit an annual fee of $500,000 a year to be in this club. Fuck. Good lord. Events calendar for October. Canadian cigars, fad or fashion, a members-only tasting with master tobacconist Richard Glazier. Is that a thing? Master tobacconist. An evening with Lieutenant Governor Graham. 7-course prix fixe. the hell? Dinner with spirits to follow. The Red Menace, Wines of Asia, monthly tasting with sommelier Lincoln Thomas. Special event, Memoriam Gala, free food, open bar for members still able to make it. Final toast at midnight. See flyer for details. Well, disengage lock. Okay, the holotape is called the toast. Let's play it out here so that you guys can have subtitles if you need it. Inventory.
It's closing time, gentlemen. If any of you have changed your mind, it's time to go. James will see you out. Gentlemen, it has been an honor and a privilege. Before we drink, allow me to offer a final toast. To the world that was, mankind shall never see its like again.
Alright. Well, whatever. So I guess it was a suicide pact. The only reason I assumed it wasn't is because, like, why would you poison so many wine bottles? Like, you would assume that there would be, like, one special, maybe two. I mean, obviously, it depends on how many people there were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people needed a drink. So, I mean, I guess depending on how much you poured into the glass, I would say maybe 2 bottles, 3 at most, to make sure everybody got a drink. I mean, I guess it also depends on how strong the poison is. But, like, that seems excessive for the amount of empty wine bottles that are up there as well. And I mean, I got quite a few that were unopened and still poisoned. Like, oh, Brotherhood of Steel's here fighting. Well, I guess they may not be fighting, but anyway, that'll be it for this part then. We cleared a couple of locations. Next part, like I said, we'll go and get Curie so that we can start on. And then while we have Curie, we'll just keep clearing locations, I guess. I mean, until we get her personal quest, there's no reason not to. Maybe we'll go over and get, I don't know. Maybe we'll go and clear out the west side of the map, maybe, or start clearing out the west side of the map. I also forgot to mark off all the crap we picked up while we were in the, yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll clear out the west side of the map after we get Curie. But yeah, next part will probably be... We'll probably... Actually, no, that's right, because you have to go in and do some... So next part, we may not get Curie. We may go in and get some stuff.
Identity confirmed. This unit is ready to serve.
Alright. You'll come with me.
Hit the road.
Acknowledged.
We'll take her just because she's the only one that we didn't, or that I don't have assigned to a guard post. But yeah, how many bobbleheads are we missing anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I haven't put my intelligence one on there yet. Boop. Wow, look at that. This is by far as close as I've come to actually getting all of these. And we'll actually get another one when we go to get Curie in the same vault that we have to get her from. And while we're in the vault, we should also... I remember it being kind of a bitch to get, but there's another merchant that we can pick up in there. But I do remember you have to do the quest for her like a very specific way or something. It's like very buggy. And I mean, we already have one bugged out merchant who is technically there. Like, it does say that the shop is being manned and it has to be by her, but she doesn't actually exist. But anyway, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Friday for more.